another beautiful day to get outside, work on your soccer skills. To get outside and play any sport is great. I love the game of soccer, greatest sport of all time.
Basketball.
Yeah, he loves basketball. He loves anything competitive. You put anything competitive, Coach McVay and I, we just love to be involved in competitive sports. And so one of the sports that we've both played a lot is soccer. And so today is going to be ball control, but with a lot more of dribbling in certain directions and using the ability to change directions, different moves that we can learn, adding a lot of the skills that we've already talked about and already worked on in other videos that you can take a look at. So today, we're going to use these cones, or well, I'm using water bottles because you should have something like a water bottle at home probably if you don't have cones. And so these can be a little tricky. You can make it so that you don't want to knock them over, or if they knock over, it's not a big deal. But the idea here is this first one, he's going to use his right foot only. And so what he's going to do is when he wants to go to the left, he's going to use the inside of his right foot. But when he wants to go to the right, he's going to use the outside of his right foot. The idea here, I'm not necessarily worried about speed right now, but I want to see a lot of little touches as he's going around and he's in complete control. We can work on speed later, and you can always add that to your game, but to make sure you got complete control. So he's going to go right foot first, and he's going to do a lot of little touches. Ready? There he goes. Inside, outside of the foot as he goes there. There's a cone that he must have knocked down earlier. Oh, look at that. He goes around, and then he's going to come back through, and he's doing a lot of little touches. You can do this all by yourself, or you can take turns with a friend. Then he goes to his left foot, and it's the same idea. Left foot only. He uses the inside, and then he goes to his outside. Little touches. He stays on the balls of his feet. Goes around that last cone. Wow. That's all right. He knocked it over. It's no big deal. And he keeps going through. His left foot is not as good as his right foot. So if I wanted to make my left foot or my weak foot as good as my strong foot, maybe I have to do that one twice, a little bit more to get the hang of it. Now, one thing that we're going to do now is where you actually can use both feet as you're going around. I like to, when I change directions to go across the cones, I like to use the outside of my foot to change my directions because that move is going to be used so much better in a real soccer game, and getting used to using the outside of your foot to change directions to me is key. So here he goes with both feet, and he can use them, but he wants to use that outside of the foot to change directions. And so here you can use, he touches, a lot of touches. The idea is you want to touch the ball a lot of times, and he keeps going, and he's doing a great job, and he's knocked over a lot of cones. Now, here's something that I like to do is I like to time myself. If I'm by myself and I can't set up like 2 rows and try to beat a friend, I might time myself to either improve myself or to compare myself. So Coach McVay is now, he's going to go. He's going to go and we're going to time him, but this time he's going to go around a cone at the end, and then he's going to sprint dribble back as fast as he can. Now, if he used the sprint dribble of the outside of his foot that we learned in another video, that's something that he can practice right here at the same time. So you tell me when you're ready, Coach.
All right, I'm going to do my strong foot.
He's going to do strong foot. You can do both feet. You can do one foot. You can do whatever you want, but we're going to time it. On your marks, get set, go. There he goes, and he's going to go around the last cone. He gets around it, and he's speed dribbling. Bam! 8.3 seconds. So you can go home, and you can try to see if you can beat Coach McVay. We had 6 cones in that you dribbled around, and then 1 further off. If you can beat him in 8.3 seconds, then you're doing a great job with your ball control and dribbling. Hey guys, ball control while you're dribbling. Sometimes you want to make moves to beat players or to be changing directions, and you're still in complete control. So we're going to go through, Coach McVay is going to do a lot of these drills for us. He's going to dribble down and he's going to come back, and we're going to work and look at different moves. So the first one that we talk about is going to be called the pull back turn, and it's literally simple this. I'm going to pull back the ball and I'm going to turn. It's if I'm going in one direction and I want to completely change directions, I can pull back and I can turn. So Coach McVay is going to go down and he's going to show us the pull back turn. Pull back, turn. And to be able to practice that using both feet, so his left foot, his right foot, really important.
Also having like where if I use it, if I come down, by keeping it on the same side, I'm protecting the ball from my defender. And that way I can change directions really easily.
The ball's protected the whole time. It's in control of him the whole time. And so he's got that. The next one is, we call this the Cruyff. And it's named after a guy named Johannes Cruyff, a Dutch soccer player from the 1970s. He used this move all the time. And basically, as he went, it was almost like he stepped a little past the ball, but then he would kick the ball behind his leg and he would change his direction. Let's take a look at a couple of these as coach dribbles. There he goes, and he kicks the ball behind him, and then he can even come back. And so here he's dribbling along. Oh, he pulled it, and then he steps over. There he goes, there he goes. Very nice. And so the ball goes behind the leg, and we call that the Cruyff. Very good move. This next one is kind of using part of our elephant walk move, where as we step around the ball, so the idea is I want a guy to think I'm going in one direction and then I'm going to go the opposite direction. So I'm just making this quick move and he doesn't know what's going on. He thinks I'm going this way, and then I'll use the outside of my other foot to kick it the other way. So the elephant walk move. There we go, good. And he uses both feet, I like it. He uses both feet, he used it. He goes elephant and then uses the outside of his foot to change direction. And so as a defender, you see that coming at you, and all of a sudden you think he's going one way, and if you get a defender to lean in one way, you book it the other direction and you speed up. So it's almost like you set him up with a little bit of slow and then you quickly go fast. The next one that is we call it kind of like the inside out, where you're going to fake again, then I'm going to go this direction, and then I'm going to explode going the other direction. So it's inside out, inside, and then going out. So here he goes. He's dribbling along, fakes inside, goes out. And then he comes back, and he's going to fake one way and go. So he makes a good hard, he kind of like steps, and then he goes and he pushes in the outside of the foot. Very good as you're trying to beat players, as you make them think you're doing one thing and then take it a different direction. Is that
That was it.
That's it. Get outside, practice the pullback turn, practice the Cruyff, practice the inside outside, and you've also got the elephant walk move. Have fun and go outside and practice your moves. Hey guys, beautiful day to play soccer, and so right now we're just going to kind of demonstrate you can even play a one-on-one game with a friend, with a parent, with another soccer player. And you can have a lot of fun doing this. Right now we set up a really small field with just a couple of water bottles. You can make the goal or the area as big as you want. You can make it so that you actually have to pass it across or shoot it across the goal, or that you have to dribble across the goal. You can set up your rules however you want. Generally speaking, you don't need to use hands in this version because it's one-on-one. You don't need goalies. But either way, so you get your own goal. And so I can pass the ball in, and then that's when the play starts. And so as a defensive player, I would want to meet him out here, and I would want to get into a good defensive stance, which is knees bent, one foot in front of the other. And Coach McVay, he just wants to be able to get past me, whether he shoots it or passes it. So what he might need to do is sometimes he could set up a fake, and he could get me to lean one way, and then he can get an easy goal that way. Another thing the soccer players like to do is in their fake is to try to get the defender to open up his legs, and then you just go right between his legs and get around him if you want that way. So, but then you just play, and if he scores, great. And if it comes across, and then it could be my ball, and then I go, and what I might do is take him to a side, and I might do an inside-outside. I might do an elephant, and I might do a Cruyff as I go around. I might do all sorts of things. using all of the ball control and everything that we've talked about to be able to just play one-on-one and try to score and have fun and don't need to slide tackle, but have good sportsmanship, love the game, learn to play the game, and play one-on-one as often as you can, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, up to 11-on-11. Full field would be awesome, but get outside and get playing. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed these videos. I hope you learned a lot of things. I hope that maybe even learned one thing. But either way, I hope that you get outside. I hope that you get your ball. I hope that you get whatever cones or water bottles that you need, and you just practice the game, have fun with the game. I'm so glad you took the time to watch this video, and I'm so glad that we could do this, and I hope you have a great summer. I hope you have a great year, and I hope that you get to get better at the game of soccer, and that you get to show off your skills and abilities that you have learned while watching this video.